We welcome you to the thrilling conclusion of Divorce Ranch. When last we left our unmoored hero, a night at the casino had yielded both clues and booze, spiked with the bittersweet bite of a dead end. Joey Matinee, Francis's lead suspect, revealed a new facet of the magnetic Mitzi Ballantyne, a burgeoning entrepreneur with her sights set on none other than our own Sidewinder resort. Armed with this news and her pocket-sized derringer, Detective O'Connell races against time to uncover the crime and keep his date with destiny.
Chief Bugnacki, please find enclosed my detailed report and key evidence on the Ballantyne case. Detective Francis O'Connell.
Bartender, one more devil's tail, please.
Ms. Rose.
Congratulations on some great ace inning.
It was the only way to get to Joey.
Well, did you discharge at least one of your service weapons?
Did you know anything about Mitzi and Joey wanting to buy the Sidewinder?
No. That's very intriguing.
It is. May I have Mitzi's gun?
Not until you have another drink with me.
Helen, please, I don't have time. I need to be on that train in the morning, and the gun is the only lead I have left to figure out who...
Who what?
What happened to Mitzi?
I sacrificed my whole night to play Your Girl Friday, and you won't even tell me the truth? And grateful is a very foul look on you.
Please.
You owe me.
Thank you.
Who's there? Oh, you again, Copper. I bet you brought my darling back to me for good.
The ring? No, that's still evidence in an active investigation.
Jesus, you trying to rob me now?
Sorry, I need to know who brought you this gun.
Is that mother of pearl? I don't recognize it, and I'm closed.
Please, Mr. Fredericks. Maybe if we take a look at your transaction book, we can jog your memory.
Are you here to put me on the hook for something?
I'm on to a bigger fish, but I need to see that book.
I swear my memory's really going.
Don't worry, I just want to double check.
I know I'm supposed to record all the customer names. It's just hard to keep up with such brisk business.
One Chicago PD Police Department badge with a St. Christopher medal. You sold my badge!
I didn't take the saint off.
That was a gift from my mother.
How about I make it up to you, huh? Can I interest you in these charming fish-shaped earrings? This exquisite porcelain statue of Herbert Hoover poking his head out of a toilet.
I guess it serves me right for getting cocky at the casino.
A jewel-encrusted toaster, perhaps?
No thanks. Don't need a kitchen appliance, dazzling as it is. See? Here it is. The Derringer with the mother of pearl embossed handle. Who brought this in?
Would you look at that? Like I said, don't remember.
That's a nice gold-plated slinky. Can I see it?
Gold-plated? It's worth 200 big ones, but I'd be willing to sacrifice to make good with the distinguished detective.
I know you remember, Rusty. How come you don't want to tell me? I'll just have to be taking this with me as evidence.
I owe that person a moral debt!
What did you do?
Before he drank himself to death, her father would pinch her county fair riding medals and bring them to me, get money to gamble.
So it's a woman.
How about this incredible diorama of Basque sheep herders making stew? Just look at that craftsmanship.
I understand what you mean about moral debt. You feel like you gotta protect her, do right by her. But at the end of the day, it's not gonna be that woman judging you. It's gonna be God, don't you think? Please, Rusty, don't be like the Slinky and get dragged down by your own momentum. Tell me who it was. Chief Bugnacki, please find enclosed my detailed report and key evidence on the Ballantyne case. Detective Francis O'Connell.
Gracias a Dios. I found you. Why do you have handcuffs? You still want to arrest me? I searched all night for you! I thought Joey had disposed of your body!
I'm not going to arrest you.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Not sorry for suspecting you, that's my job, look at all the evidence and uphold the law, but I'm sorry for being uncivil about it.
You were very uncivil.
I couldn't stomach the thought of being friends with a murderer.
But I am not a murderer.
No. No, my friend, you are not.
Where are you going?
To arrest Mitzi's killer.
Let me drive you.
There's no need.
But... I know. It's someone at the ranch. No puedes.
I think it's better if you stay.
Wait, please. We have to think about this. Who was it?
How can you say you loved Mitzi and then tell me to wait?
Because love doesn't make things simple.
It's very simple. She killed Mitzi. She must face justice.
Please. Wait, what if...
I don't have time. My mother might die without me by her side because, what, I waited? I will let it be that way.
Please, just slow.
Truly, my friend, you will stand aside and not get involved. "37 minutes from sunrise. Broad daylight.
You gave me a start there.
It's messy business, milking. I'm surprised you're not wearing your apron.
Good morning to you, too, Detective.
Could you help me remember what Larry McLeod and Lola got up to on the Tuesday night Mitzi disappeared?
I can't say I remember.
That's odd, because you remembered the exact language of a joke from a week before that just fine. About losing my nose in other people's business. What happened on the night Mitzi disappeared? My ma and I listened that night like always. Dottie said you were listening too. But you weren't, were you? You were out killing Mitzi Ballantyne.
What makes you think that, Detective?
First day I arrived, Sarah said that the morning Mitzi disappeared, you came in from milking at first light. You're a creature of habit, Ms. McGrady. You milk the cows at sunrise. Why would Sarah think you milked them early? Because you came in wearing your milking apron to hide your blood-stained clothes. And you're not wearing it now because you burned it to hide the evidence. I know you killed Mitzi, and I have probable cause to arrest you. Why? Why did you do it? For the money? The ranch is going under, Mitzi and Joey were going to buy it from you, but you just killed her and stole her money instead?
She was the cold-blooded thief.
What?
She waltzed into my office.
Sarah must be fired for insubordination.
I'm sorry you're feeling uncomfortable, Miss Mitzi, but Sarah's a valuable employee. She will not be fired.
See, you're hopeless. You don't seem to understand what makes an establishment high class, and that's why you're struggling to stay afloat. Why doesn't anyone pay their bill?
Because women getting divorced often don't have much to call their own.
If you call a place a resort, you must have some level of luxury and proper service. Your clients feel they're victims of false advertising. But I can fix that.
And how do you propose to do so?
I have secured $5,000 from my business associates in town. I want to buy the Sidewinder and renovate it. Get it all decked out. Isn't that just grand?
That's a very kind proposal, Miss Mitzi. But
Are you rejecting me?
the ranch isn't for sale.
But we'll have columns and palm trees driven in from Los Angeles and a live band every night when we expand the house to include a ballroom.
This has always been my home.
Well, aren't you bored of it then?
What about all the women who come here needing a place to stay while they wait for their freedom.
They'll wait in the lap of luxury.
And the ones who can't afford it.
They can work here like they do now. Well, not the ugly ones.
Not everyone here has the kind of youth, beauty, and wealth that you do. Most of them come from places where their husbands control all their money. When they go back, they're seen as wrong, deviant, conniving, and they don't get any respect. They need a place to get on their feet so they can command some.
Well, what about my respect? You don't think I know what it is to be belittled? To have my husband and my father tell me to sit there, look pretty, while they discuss the future of the city, the company, my life? Play us the Mendelssohn, won't you, Mitzi, honey? Recite us that Victor Hugo. But do they ever let me call the shots? No. So what about my respect?
Renovating my ranch is not how you're gonna get it.
You know, Joey offered to have you knocked off, but I like you. I insisted we spare you. You'll be useful, giving the place character and such. You and your horses will make a great little attraction, like a circus act.
A transfer deed? You're serious?
It's $5,000, Aoife. You know I'm good for it. Joey's on his way now with the money.
It's not about the money. I'm not signing that.
Well, you better, because when Joey finds out you haven't given me what I want, you'll be dealt with.
Do you really want to be mixed up with all these made men, dearie?
Don't call me dearie.
You don't realize what you're doing.
Don't you condescend to me. I know exactly what I'm doing. This is my time.
I'm not selling the ranch.
Sign it, or I will deal with you myself.
You're gonna shoot me right here.
Get up and walk. No one will care if you're shot in the desert. Go to the stables. Now! If you try anything, I will shoot you on the spot. I don't care who hears. I don't need Joey. I can do this myself. Work faster!
Champion gets skittish if I go too fast.
Just don't you get skittish. I still have my piece trained on you. Get on your horse. Walk him real slow. Ugh! God damn it! Ugh!
Come on, Junie. Come on!
Get back here, you old hag!
Oh, Mitzi, I'm so sorry. I had to stop you from doing something you would have regretted. We'll get you to a doctor, and he'll fix you right up.
My wrist! My wrist! Is that my bone?
It is. You got to stay strong now. I'll just take your gun for safekeeping. I'm not gonna...
You fucking hag! You're gonna pay for this!
Come on now, Mitzi. I'm trying to help you.
You made me a cripple!
I'm just gonna keep your gun over here until...
I'm gonna make your life hell! I'm gonna destroy you! I will get what I want!
I would rather be a doorkeeper in the house of God than dwell in the tents of wickedness! Lord, please forgive me!
You want to kill me because I hit your horse? If you want a bullet, you're gonna have to come and get it. Jesus, you're pitiful. You only love your horse. No wonder you're alone. My father will crush you and all your pets. I'll make you my pet, you shriveled piece of shit!
Damn it!
Hey!
Oh, Lord! What have I done? And then she died. And I...
Where's her body?
Here she is. Looks like the dogs got to her. Jesus, have mercy.
Did you pray at least? Pray that God take her into his care?
I did, Francis. Lord knows I did a terrible thing. I'm suffering for it now, and I'll suffer for it when I die. I suppose you'll be needing this.
My badge? Why did you...
It seemed like the right thing to do. That'll be breakfast. Do what you have to do. Kind of you to join us, Detective.
Good morning, everyone.
Take your mail and pass it on.
Thank you, Doña Aoife.
So, Detective, did you figure out what happened to Mitzi? I suspect you're hiding something from us, Francis.
Oh, what's he hiding?
Miss Dottie, care to pass on the mail?
Oh, a letter for the detective? Is it from a girl back home?
Dottie, please don't. I need to see that...
We have the right to know, Francis.
Maybe it's about Mitzi. Or...
Please respect my privacy and let me read my mail.
We have told you all about ourselves and what happened, but you haven't told us anything.
Why, Dottie, that's unacceptable.
Dearest Francis, you have been the light of my life, and I'm so proud of you. You are strong and righteous, and your faith is unwavering. No matter how difficult life may seem, I am always there beside you. As a little boy, when my face was bruised from your father's temper, you never failed to soothe my soul with your sweet words and your little bowl of ice cubes. As a young man, you never failed to stand in his way, even when your own body was sick and hurting from the polio.
I think that's enough, Miss Dottie.
You were born to be a protector, and you will be a good shepherd to those in need. May the Lord hold you in the palm of his hand, my beloved son. Listen, and he will guide you along the right path, for by the time you receive this letter, I will be in his care. I go to God with you in my heart. Ma.
I always thought my mother was a perfect woman. Courageous for honoring her sacred marriage vows, even in the face of... We took refuge in God. If we honored his rules, someday we'd know relief. But I wish he'd had a place like the one all of you had the courage to come find. A safe place. My mother deserved a better protector than me. And you all deserve the truth. So I have to tell you that. Ms. Rose saw Mitzi riding away from the ranch the night she disappeared. Hondo was the one who...
How could you?
What are you doing, Francis? Let's go to the station.
No. No. I know you don't want me to miss my train, but I think it's important they all know that Hondo helped Mitzi ride to town so she could pawn her gun and get money for a ticket back to Chicago.
Why didn't you just tell us, Hondo?
I cannot confirm or deny this. I have sworn to protect Mitzi's secrets.
Detective, I was lying when I told Joey that Mitzi went back to her husband. Well, she ruined my night. I wasn't above ruining hers.
You were, in fact, correct. Hondo is selfless, and he could see that the best life for Mitzi was with her loving family.
Interesting.
Please forgive me, Detective.
At least she came to her senses and dumped Joey.
I never would have thought she'd go back. Guess I have something in common with Mitzi after all.
Being a mayor's wife sounds like a lot less fun than being in Reno.
You've all been so gracious in accommodating my presence here, and, I think you'll all be very happy without any more interloping Francis's running around, right?
Maybe if they came in size large.
Ms. McGrady, I swear on my mother I will wire you what's due when I return to Chicago. But in the meantime, Mitzi's ring should hold you over. It's worth enough to keep the ranch running for a few months. Just please don't go to Rusty's Pawn Emporium. He's fairly loose-lipped.
I'll be praying for you, Francis.
And I for you. Hello, Ms. Rose.
What really happened, Francis?
I told you. Thank you so much for your help. You've been essential in solving this case.
That's it?
Here's her gun. I'm sure Mitzi would want you to have it.
It's very much my style.
Indeed.
But it seems like you're trying to pay me off. You have handcuffs on your belt.
Just part of my travel uniform. So long, Helen. You've been an inspiration.
Ungrateful is a very foul look on you.
Mr. Happy enjoyed the porch very much. Looks as if he liked it so much he bathed in it. I should scold you for going through my freezer, but I'm so sorry about your mother, Francis.
Oh, I'm sorry too, Mr. Francis.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Bella. Say, there was something wrapped in burlap that I left.
Oh, I threw that away in a jiffy. There is no place in my kitchen for a disgusting mystery sausage.
Of course. More tea? 2 sugars?
Are you showing off your detective skills?
I saw Hatsuko making tea for you.
Next stop, Chicago Union Station.
What if you get off here with me? Lots of work opportunities in Chicago and an empty room in the house.
What will you tell your neighbors? That I'm your maid?
Oh, I guess I hadn't really thought it all the way through. I've just been watching you for the past 2 days sit there and be miserable.
You didn't have to be so nosy.
I promised Hatsuko I'd keep an eye on you till Chicago. It's a big city! You could have your freedom?
I don't care about freedom, Francis. I just care about her.
Then what are you going back home for?
I know what's really going on. You're gonna be lonely for a while, Francis, without your ma. But you'll have your work to pull you through.
Not so sure I'll have that. Chief Strozzapretti won't be getting the credit he wanted with the mayor-to-be, so I think they're going to make an example out of me.
What do detectives do when they get fired?
Drink. Or become private investigators.
You're gonna need a bodyguard if you're fixing to be a private eye.
I hear you've got no problem getting in fights.
Oh, hey!
I suppose there's always the offer from Chief Bugnacki at Reno PD.
Francis! choice, going back to the den of sinners by choice. What would God think?
Well, he must have had some reason for what happened.
What's the reason?
He brought me to this moment. This is my stop. Our stop?
You're on intent, Joey. Better make it spicy. Miss Hotsy Totsy has been drawing real big crowds lately.
Get lost, you knucklehead. I'm busy.
So it's true. Mitzi is dead.
Yeah.
Oh, honey, I'm so sorry for your loss.
I'm over it.
What a tragedy. You know how much I adored Mitzi.
Yeah, she was really something, wasn't she?
I couldn't agree more, Mr. Matinee. I admired her deeply. But I would be remiss if I didn't give you a few home truths.
What do you mean?
Joey. Can I call you Joey? Your plans for the Sidewinder were quaint.
But she was going to bring in palm trees.
I'm sure her vision for the resort was beautiful. It's just, speaking as a businesswoman, the idea was half-baked.
5 Lodge on a renovation is half-baked?
Had you given any thought to personnel, marketing, permits? I might be a few months older than you. But what I lack in liquidity, I make up for in friends and favors. Friends in New York. Friends in Washington. Powerful friends. How about we think a little bigger?
What are you proposing?
I think Reno needs a good shakeup. What do you say we raise a little hell? In Mitzi's honor.
Divorce Ranch, a Good Story Guild production. Created by Rachel Music. Show running by Michi Broman and Elena Christina Wagoner. This episode was written by Elena Christina Wagoner and directed by Rachel Music. Starring Christopher Gebauer as Francis, Kate Fuglei as Aoife, Enrique Quintero as Hondo, Lisa Pedace as Helen, Lorene Chesley as Sarah, Laura Lee Walsh as Beverly, Laura Holliday as Dottie, Tina Huang as Hatsuko, and Chelsea Lang as Mitzi Ballantyne. Featuring the Divorce Ranch players, Ted Evans, Jamie Lujan, Jesse Burch, Meghan Falcone, Marnina Schon, Cashae Monya, and Neill Fleming. Music by Michelle Sudoff. Sound design by Lauren Cooper. Recorded, mixed, and mastered by Evan Chambers. Produced by Simone Kissel. Executive produced by the Good Story Guild. For transcripts, full cast and crew information, and to follow this and other Good Story Guild productions, please see our show notes. Thanks for listening.